Hello everyone, I am CA Surbhi and today we are here to discuss on the effect of the GST 32nd GST Council meeting on the taxpayers. When we just talk about the 32nd Council meeting, the main focus was on the MSMEs and the small traders. So they want to relieve this all from this GST bracket. So that's the reason they have done some of the things, like one thing, they have increased the limit for the registration. Earlier, the registration limit used to be 20 lakhs. Now they have increased it to 40 lakhs. But remember, this is only for the person who is supplying the goods. If I am the person who is also supplying the services, then the limit remains the same, which is our 20 lakh, which was our existing limit. Talking about the northeastern state, because earlier the limit was 10 lakh rupees, that limit has again increased, so that has become doubled. But now the thing is, the state government, they will come back and will then tell you that these are the states where they are going to increase the limit and where are the states they are not going to increase the limit. So that depends upon the state government. So they will, that power has been given to the respective state governments. So this is one of the major relief. Now they don't even have to pay the taxes if they are under this particular limit. When we talk about when this particular date is effective, so effective date for this is 1st April 2019. So when I'm looking into the turnover, we will be looking at the turnover for the financial year 18-19, means from 1st April 2018 till 31st March 2019. If my turnover in this particular financial year was less than 40 lakh rupees, then in that case I am not even liable for the registration under the GST. So the question comes in, if let's say I am already registered under GST because earlier my turnover was more than 20 lakh but less than 40 lakhs. So for that cases also they can apply for the cancellation, giving the reason that now they are under the below the exemption limit. But yeah, if they want to again go through that limit where they want to claim the ITC and they don't want to break that chain, then they can continue paying the taxes. Another benefit is from the composition scheme. Because when we talk about the composition scheme, earlier it was only for the goods. Now this scheme has been extended to the service provider also. So now if I am a service provider and I am supplying the services and my turnover is less than 50 lakh rupees, in that case I am covered under this composition scheme. So I can actually come off for this composition scheme and I have to pay flat tax rate of 6%, which means 3% CGST and 3% HGST. Another benefit for this composition dealers is that they just have to file only one return. So they will be filing only one annual return, though they will be making payment quarterly on the quarterly basis. So every quarter they will be making the payment on a simple form, and the filing, the main filing will be done annually. So it's just like a big relief for the composition dealers who have opted for this composition scheme. Other relief for the existing composition dealers are, because earlier the limit was 1 crore, the limit has been increased to 1.5 crore. So now this is like the more of the people can come under the composition scheme and can go for the simplification of the return. So they don't have to do much work. They will be paying 1% normal as a tax rate. So 1% would be their taxes and then they can offer this. Also, they have come with a proposal where they can bring the residential segment of the real estate sector into the composition scheme. For this, the 7-member GOM has been there. So they will be like evaluating on this particular part and they will see whether they can bring or not. All the point of this composition scheme, this is effective from 1st April 2019. So whenever we are talking about the turnover limit, we will always look into the turnover limit from the previous financial year, which is from 1st April 2018 till 31st March 2019. So this turnover limit, after looking into this turnover limit, we can decide whether we have to opt for the composition scheme or not. Other point is from the Kerala government. So they have actually allowed the Kerala government, they have given them a power where they can levy 1% as a cess. So for all the intra-state supply of goods and services. So whenever there is an intra-state supply of goods and services, Kerala government can, maybe on specified goods or maybe specified services, they can say that they are going to charge 1% as a cess just to compensate the revenue which has been affected because of the floods. Hope this helps you in knowing about your tax liability and how you are affected with this 32nd council meeting. In case you want to understand more, you can actually comment below where you can write whatever the queries you have in relation to the 32nd council meeting. Thank you.